Looks like we're live now. What's going on, people? Give me a massive thumbs up. Yeah. If you don't mind letting me know that I'm officially live and I'm not just talking into a microphone to nobody like a madman. Somebody just give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Yeah. I don't see no thumbs up in the chats. Does that mean I'm not live then? Yo, people, can you see me? Since no one's responding, I have to check on my own stream, blood. Wagwan. Wagwan. I'm just checking on my own. Oh, yeah, I am. Big up everybody. Big up everyone. I'm starting to see the thumbs up now. Big up everybody that is in the building. Yeah. How's everyone feeling about the Noni Madueke signing? Let's see everyone's feeling about the Noni Madueke signing. Just signed for Chelsea. Chelsea have just made it official on the socials not even an hour ago. I was actually going to do, I was actually going to do a pre-upload, but I thought, you know what? I feel like going live instead. Just interact with the peoples them a little bit. Jamaica in the building. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the thumbs up letting me know. Appreciate all that. Big up Jamaica in the building. Done know. Robin Regen. Hey, listen, we got to big up Nini FC for that. He came up with a Robin Regen name. I don't personally, Iron Robin is one of my favorite wingers to ever come out of Chelsea. He is one of the best players I've ever seen play football at Chelsea. So to make that comparison's mad. Robin was one of the signings that upset me the most. More so, anybody that asked me, De Bruyne, Salah, all these players. No one mentions Robin. I know he wanted to go to Real Madrid at the time, but the ability that guy had was ridiculous. You were not stopping him. He was rapid. I was so lucky to be able to watch him at the bridge. The guy was rapid. He didn't care who was around him. He didn't care what your name was. He was going around you and he had tunnel vision and he was putting that away. So if Madueke is built in that same build, then we should be expecting a very exciting player with a very illustrious career if he's going to follow anything like Iron Robins. Don't watch the New York noise, people. There's always something going on in this background. New York City's a mad thing. I couldn't do this stream with my windows just closed because it's mad hot in here. But it looks like Chelsea have officially signed Chelsea. I was going to say Chelsea midfielder. Looks like Chelsea have officially signed. Oh, yeah. Let me interact to this. There you go. Boom. Looks like Chelsea have officially signed Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke has joined Chelsea on a permanent deal from PSV Eindhoven. The England Youth International, one of the most exciting young talents across Europe, has penned a 7.5-year deal contract with a club option to extend for a further year to seal his move from the Eredivisie High Flyers. Madueke, a left-footed right winger, becomes our second edition of the week as he follows Mykhailo Mudryk through the doors at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, Madueke there looking ready. Yeah, getting his swag up. Look. He's got the Louis on. Yeah, he's got the blue Louis on and that. I'm really pleased to sign with one of the best clubs in the world, Chelsea. Madueke said on finalising his transfer, to return to England and play in the Premier League is a dream for me and my family, and I can't wait to get started. I am excited for what the future holds, the owner's vision for the future, and to be at a club like this and winning at the highest level. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Sounds like he's ambitious. Sounds like he's happy to be back home. And for those of you that don't know, Madueke is actually from the borough of Barnet. Yeah, the same borough that man's from. You get me? Yeah, it must be a Barnet thing, all these little wavy ballers and that. Yeah. Chelsea chairman Todd Bowley and co-controlling Begdad Iqbali, big up them, by the way. We're delighted to bring Noni to Chelsea. He's an exciting talent who's proven his quality over the past few years of PSV, playing in a strong European league, and we are thrilled that he has joined Chelsea for the next stage of his career. We are sure he will form an important part of our team. And I'm just going to leave it there for now because there is a lot to digest in this whole article. If you guys do want to go and read that, you know where to find it. The Chelsea official website, where it cannot get any more official than that, people. Noni Madueke is a Chelsea player. Now, here's my thoughts. In terms of profile, I think he's the right guy from what I hear. He's very direct. He's a goal-scoring winger as well. It's something that we've been massively missing in the squad on either side. Now it sounds like we've got goal threats both sides, on the left and on the right side. Yeah, obviously Madueke coming off the right, potentially Noni Madueke coming off that left. And when João Felix comes back down that middle, that is going to be a top level attack. Top level attack. Yeah. 2 left-footed wingers, by the way. Who remembers when we last had those? Who remembers when we last had 2 left-footed wingers? Yeah, those were some of the best years of my life. Iron Robben and Damien Duff flying down those wings and nobody could do anything. Could this be the 2023 regen of them both? Could we be seeing a replica of the Robben and Duff connection, this time with Noni Madueke and Noni Madueke? Yeah, isolating their wingers, being able to beat them, getting inside the box, taking some shots with some force and finesse, testing a goalkeeper, scoring goals. Something that we've been desperately missing from Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, we've been desperately missing that. So it looks like we're going in the right direction in terms of the profiles. And we've got 2 very direct wingers on either side. And that can only be a positive. So, like I said to you in a previous stream before, my only concern with Madueke is his injury record. 43 games missed between last season and this season. As we speak, though, he has been fit. He has been playing games recently, so he is back to fitness. He is up to match practice. I don't think we'll be seeing him this week playing against Liverpool. I think we'll see the other one, though. We'll see Noni Madueke. I think we'll see him play. Whether he starts, I'm not too sure. But I'd be very surprised if I see Madueke playing tomorrow, not had the training session, or maybe he had the training session today because he was there earlier in the day. So potentially he might be around the squad, but to be actually on the bench and to be in contention to kick ball tomorrow, I'd be very, very, very surprised. Very surprised. But it's not a player I know the ins and outs of. I don't watch this guy week in, week out. Again, I hear very good things from him. And honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you people, I really started taking interest in the player when we were linked with him. Anything before then, I really didn't know like that. I mentioned before the last game that I saw him play, where I really said, he looks all right, was at the Emirates, the Europa League. Yeah, he looked like he was up for a job, and Arsenal did not like it when he was on the pitch. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, they did not like him when he was on that pitch. 79 people in the building. Smash that like button. Yeah. Subscribe to the platform if you are new. Hit that join button so you can join up the membership. Yeah. Support the channel. Help us get to 20k. Any one of those things, massive, massive support. It doesn't have to be a super chat. It doesn't even have to be a membership. Yeah. Just any kind of interaction, comments, thumbs up, whatever. It helps the channel more than you realize. But I'm going to go through some of the people's before I talk more about transfers. I don't want to just go 100 miles an hour and just overload you with information. Sometimes we've got to break this up a little bit. So let's see who's in the building. Who decided to join on a Friday night? Yeah, I appreciate that. I didn't really think I was going to get many people coming in. But on a Friday night, especially back home in England, it's already almost 11 o'clock. Half of my subscribers are probably at the bar or something getting pissed up at that. Do you know what I mean? If so, make sure you're safe and enjoy your night. Ra saying Caicedo and Gusto, and we do a madness in the Champions League. Ooh, that's asking a lot, mate. Yeah, that's asking a lot. We're going to talk about Caicedo soon. That's going to be the next topic. And then we're also going to talk about Camavinga. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about Camavinga. Road to 20K, here we go. We're on that road. Mix the mineral Medina. Big up the Minerals Army. Big up Johnny Minerals all day long. Yeah, he might have his thoughts on certain things and he might speak his mind and he might come across as abrasive. But Johnny's Johnny, innit? We've got to big up Johnny. That's that Johnny tax. Yeah, if you know how to take him, yeah, pause. If you know how he is, then don't be offended by the brother. You understand? He means well. He loves Chelsea. He's got a big heart and he knows how to troll. So big up Johnny. Big up Johnny doing big things in the game. Do you know what I mean? Tyrese A says, Madueke's my guy. I first watched him about 2 years ago beating up Ajax in their equivalent of the Community Shield. No, I don't watch Dutch football every week. But everybody, to be fair, Tyrese, bro, everybody that I've spoken to that has watched him has said he's very exciting and potentially could take it to the next level. But they've all said if injuries permit him to do so. So that concerns me a little bit. Big up AJ in the building. Guni, bring back the interactive. Yeah, I have to. But you see with the interactive thing, AJ, and you know this because I know you was a regular on that thing. That there, it can take like 2.5, 3 hours. I intend to go like an hour, hour and a half, but it never goes that way. So I've got to set that time, you understand? I miss it, I do, but it's just finding that time, bruv. You already know. Man's working, man's a dad, all of these things here, bruv. So I've got to find that time. But definitely we've got to bring that back because that was the one. I enjoyed that still. What's my team for tomorrow? We'll get into that too. Now, do you know what? I'll do that right now before we move on to the next transfer topic. All right, my team for tomorrow, Kepa in goal. Right back, it's going to have to be Trevor. My two centre-backs will be Thiago Silva and Badiashile. Badiashile off the back of a very good game previously. I think since he had a good game then, why take him off now? Do you know what I mean? Keep the momentum going. Left back, definitely going to take Lewis Hall. I feel like his form, it deserves rewarding. And Cucurella, who's the player behind him, hasn't really been playing the greatest. So he needs to play himself back into form if he even wants to think about getting back in the lineup. Then we got to go with the midfield. And please understand that I'm going with this because we have injuries. Kovacic, Conor Gallagher. I'm not saying that guy's name. It's not. I'm not. I'm actually skimming my brain for somebody else other than him. And you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, people. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. Oh, Mace. I'm sorry, we're going to have to play Mace. So that's Gallagher, Mount, and Kovacic for me. That's going to be my midfield three. Mihailo Mudryk. Let's call him Mudryk. Mudryk will be on that left. Down that middle is going to have to be Kai because he is coming off with a goal. But he definitely needs to improve in front of goal. If he's having a stinker, we need to bring him off sooner rather than later. Then on that right side, who do we have on that? It's going to be Ziyech, innit? It's going to have to be Ziyech. Carney. Yeah, the man is saying Carney. Carney as well. But Carney, yeah, Carney should start over Mace. Fair point. We're going to replace Carney we're going to replace Mason Mount with Carney. Now we're going to get into the next one. We are definitely going to talk about the next one. And we're going to be discussing all of this talk about Moises Caicedo. Apparently Chelsea were flying under the radar yet again this week with a signing. We tried to offer 65 million British pounds for Brighton's star central midfielder Moises Caicedo, a profile that we desperately need at Chelsea Football Club. But let me emphasize that this guy is not a CDM. He is more of he's a destroyer, not your traditional CDM. A lot of people say he can be trusted to do the job, right? But I'd rather sign a natural CDM. But if you were to sign him, 65 M's, right? That got rejected. Brighton wants something closer to 80, so 75 M's plus. So considering that, that's very encouraging to me because, you know, your first opening bid is never your most serious one. It's the one that tests the water. How low can they go? You understand? If it gets accepted, great. That's a bargain for you. If it doesn't, you just go back with another one. And I really don't think the valuation of 10 million sterling pounds for Chelsea Football Club, the way we've been throwing money around, is really such a big deal, people. Don't you? Oh, so Raz saying we bid only 55 million. We bid only 55 M's. If that's the case, then that's a 20 million difference in valuation. I've seen 65, I believe. I saw 65. If it is 55, then we are further apart in valuation. And look, my thing is this. We're now at a stage where we desperately need a midfielder. As of now, it's the 20th of January. In England, it's 11:15. So basically, it's the 21st. So that means we've got 9 days left to get any kind of business done. We're approaching panic buy stages. And not saying that Caicedo is a panic buy. He's a signing that I would want at Chelsea. But in panic buy stages comes panic buy prices. Now, this is where we've got to be careful because Chelsea were a very high-profile club. And other clubs know exactly what we need. Which means in the month of January, which, as you know, is the most notoriously difficult month to get any kind of business done, clubs are going to make it even harder by making these targets more expensive. And it doesn't help that we've thrown around the money. But if we can't get Caicedo this January, we can't get Romeo Lavia this January, we're not going to sign Enzo Fernandez this January. We're not going to get Kouadio Kone this January. This is an if. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. This is an if. Those are already 4 targets that we desperately want and we've not got. Now, I've been blowing out on this fucking live thing saying, I don't care, it's going to be a fail if the 31st we don't sign a DM or a destroyer. I'm sorry, people, I'm going to have to recant those words. And why am I going to have to do that? Because based on the balance of things, the first most important thing is that I don't want to be signing just any midfielder for the sake of fitting that purpose. I'm beyond that point now. The season's done. It's in the bin. Most of us have accepted that we're not getting top 4. We still expect the fight, but most of us are expecting, based on the balance of things, we're probably not going to get top 4. So if we're not going to get that, then cool. The season's done for me. So can I be patient and see what Potter can do with this squad up until summer? Yes. And then when the targets become available, then we go for those. Because it's not like the team itself is prepared and it's got all of the key components where they need to be doing their component thing. And we can say, all right, cool, just risk it, just grab him in. It'll be part of the cog. The other 10 around him are good enough anyway. He'll fit in like a glove. We're not at that stage. We got to get it right. And especially if we're going for young players too, we've got to get it right. So we can't panic buy. We cannot panic buy. Tim Timofola says, what if we win the Champions League? Listen, anything can happen. I'm not ruling us out winning the Champions League. But if I'm going by scale of probability, it's a very slim chance that we're going to be winning the Champions League because of the football we've been playing. But the season may change. February is still over 10 days away. That's our first game is going to be against Borussia Dortmund. Going to have Reece James back potentially. Golo Kante back potentially. It's a different team altogether. 2 of our key players coming back. One of them, excellent Champions League run, helped us win it. Well, they both did, but you get me. But back to transfers. So with the Caicedo thing, this is my position. I do believe, because I'm going to go with Chelsea putting a 65 M's bid. And if that's the case, and they want 75 M's plus, then we can just give them another 10 in add-ons, and chances are they're going to accept it because the player's going to push for the move at that stage. The player's ambitious. Although we're sitting in 10th, he's got foresight, yeah? I see the jokes brewing up already, yeah? If we don't get him and we can't get any of these players, I think we should just leave it. Let's not just sign for the sake of signing. Let's make sure we sign the quality. Because listen, whoever we sign now, we're trying to keep for the next 5, 6, several seasons. So if we're going to do it, let's do it right. So Caicedo, I believe that will go back in for a bid. Whether it will be after the game this weekend depends on the result. And I'm being dead serious when I say that. And what I mean by depends on the result is this, is if we get humiliated, yeah, don't be surprised if you see Sunday morning, Chelsea have announced the signing of Moises Caicedo from Brighton and Hove Albion for the sum of 75 M's. Yeah, don't be surprised. Or if you deal with Liverpool, it might still happen a few days later. So let's see, right? So I'm going to go back and answer a few more of your questions. Look at some of the chat before we get on to the Camavinga conspiracy. Yeah, the Camavinga question. We've been seeing news about Camavinga, so let me go through the chat. Best 5 Chelsea players since 2006. That's not too difficult, if I'm honest with you. John Terry, Ricardo Carvalho, Peter Cech, Ashley Cole, Lampard, Didier Drogba. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to squeeze in other names I would have, but the rest of them, there are plenty of honourable mentions. I forgot about Eden Hazard. I forgot Hazard played for our club. See what I mean? 6 is... We've been sport for choice in our past. 6 is not enough. 6 is not enough. Nothing but 3 points tomorrow, Guni. I hope so. And this is the thing. This Liverpool team can be got at. It can be. It's going to be at Anfield, which ain't going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy, but they can be got at. Liverpool, I think, since 2006 have only beaten us twice at Anfield. That's not great for them. I missed Hazard. Yeah, I know, but when you give me 6, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Who did I say? And that's the thing. I went off the dome. Like, I didn't even... It was a freestyle. I just thought of names that came up. Look, if I give you 6, it's probably going to be a different name in there. So, once again, John Terry, Peter Cech, Ashley Cole, Frank Lampard, Ricardo Carvalho. He's a staple. I love that guy. And it's 6-1 Drogba. So, it's the same. It's the same. And I've got something controversial to tell you lot, right? In terms of ability, not career, in terms of ability, there was a point for me where Ricardo Carvalho was the best centre-back at Chelsea Football Club, with John Terry included in that. There was a point for me where he was just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely stupidly ridiculous. That guy is one of the most underrated centre-backs to ever grace the Premier League. That guy was ridiculous. Big up Ricardo Carvalho. Loved him. Best 5 Arsenal players since 2006. Did Henry leave in 06? What year did Henry leave? Because if he didn't, then he's definitely number 1. Boy, best Alexis Sanchez is one I can think of. Samir Nasri is another one I can think of. Boy, this is hard, you know. Song was good, but he should never gone Barcelona. Hleb was another one. He was good. He should have never gone Barcelona. Gabriel Jesus, I've got to put him up there. I know it's still very early, but he's doing things for your team. William Saliba, I've got to put in there. Boy, I don't even know. I got no idea. With the Arsenal thing, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I might miss out bare names. Yeah, Aubameyang as well. We got to give him a boomerang, fam. Yeah, a boomerang. Ozil didn't really slap. Fabregas, how can I forget? Yeah, but Fabregas really is a Chelsea player, if we're honest. Yeah, he did most of his dirt at Chelsea. He won the trophies that matter at Chelsea. I know you Arsenal fans. That one hurts. Over a measly $5,000. Arsene Wenger didn't want to give him more than $5,000 a week. Chelsea said, yeah, Ashley Cole, you can owe 20, bruv, 25. Yeah, what do you mean? These men are not going to give you a new contract. Yeah, and look how that went. Do you know what I mean? Look how that, look, Santi Cazorla, bare names. Look, bare names. But Princeton, big up yourself. because we need to get to the matter at hand. So we've spoken about Noni Madueke, welcome to Chelsea Football Club. We've also spoken about the bid that went in for Moises Caicedo. Yeah, we've also spoken about smashing that like button and subscribing if you are new. So I hope you lot do that. Now, the third and final topic that we are going to speak about is the news that has come out on Eduardo Camavinga. Yeah, the brilliant young Frenchman who I was crying out for when he was available for just 25 million measly euros. But apparently, the regime at the time had better ideas. Yeah, they had way better ideas. They said, no, we don't need Camavinga. No, we don't need Tchouameni. We're going to sign Saul on loan, and he's going to prove to be the best solution. And look how that went. Fast forward to today, something that nobody would be expecting. And bear in mind, this is just paper talk. Nothing from Madrid has come out. Nothing from Matt Law or David Ornstein or them man has come out. I've got to emphasize that. But fast forward to today, what we do know is that Camavinga is struggling for minutes at Real Madrid, and he is not a happy bunny, and neither should he be. He is one of the best young talents in the world, and he should be playing football every single week. Camavinga is a very, very, very special player. And if a player like him becomes available, you put the rest of the midfield options to the back burner, yeah, outside of Lavia and Enzo Fernandez, obviously, for obvious reasons. Yeah, we got to keep them in the mix. But when a name like that comes up, you don't ignore it. And it's a profile of midfielder that we need. 21 or 22 years old. Still very young, but way ahead of his years. But apparently it's Arsenal who are front runners if this loan was to happen. Now, I'm going to tell you how I feel about that. I'm going to tell you this straight up and down. Chelsea fans, do not fear. Do not fear. For 1 second, Arsenal being linked with Camavinga. Why? Why do you ask? Because we have a man who is an absolute lunatic in the transfer window. And if a name like Camavinga comes up, do you not think his ego is going to start going mental? Especially when them North London scumbags are trying to sign him. He is going to Real Madrid and he's saying, forget them. We're going to give you more than what they're going to give you. Yeah? And if you give us an obligation to buy, everybody's happy. It's a solution for everybody. It's a solution for everybody. So we know if Arsenal are interested in Camavinga, if Camavinga's even available, I'm saying this with the hope that this new recruitment team, it goes without saying, that they're going to do everything and throw the kitchen sink to get him at Chelsea Football Club. And not only get him at Chelsea. We need, at bare minimum, an option to buy. Best case solution, mandatory option to buy. We need to see them dreads swinging for the next 10 years in the middle of our pitch at Chelsea. We need some of them miracle Real Madrid comebacks when Camavinga's coming on the pitch and keeping things steady. Yeah? Get this. I don't want to say his name. It makes me sick. Just please. Yeah, and bring this marvelous guy to Chelsea Football Club. Because he walks straight in. He absolutely walks straight into that lineup. Week in, week out. He does. And do you know what we do after that? Summertime. Romeo, I don't mind doing this DM thing, but I'd prefer to be a little bit more advanced. It's your brethren Camavinga. You want to help me do that job, fam? I'm hearing that you're doing all right in the Premier, you're playing next to me, Champions League winner, all these things here. Yeah, I'm not even 22 yet, bruv. What are you saying? Come we make London blue and keep it blue. Yeah? Let me see what the chat's saying. How do we feel about that little sequence of events? Zhao and the summer. Hey, listen. Yeah, a bit of a game changer today. I saw something that gave me another conspiracy. Atletico Madrid have just signed Memphis Depay, or about to sign Memphis Depay. Yeah, according to Fabrizio Romano. Where does he play? Where does he play? The same role as João Felix. Is there room for the two of them at Atletico Madrid? Some might say one can play on the wing, one might not. Me personally, it gives me a bit of hope. But like I said before, don't be surprised if the loan is extended and there's an option or mandatory buy at the end of the next loan. But what I have a strong feeling is that he's still going to be wearing a Chelsea shirt next season, whether he's ours or not. I still think he will be. I definitely think he will be. How old is Camavinga right now? I believe Camavinga's 21 or 20. Let me double check. Yeah, I know he's under 23. Camavinga. You don't miss. You listen, this brother here, you don't ever. These are the players where you say, fuck that, I'm getting him. Yeah, he's 20. He's 20. And this guy's coming on big European nights and just shutting up shop for Real Madrid. Or just helping them get miracle wins. Please bring me those minerals to Chelsea Football Club. We need that. Are you sick in the... Do you know what our midfield could be? Listen, people, I want you to hear me out. What I'm about to say. Yeah? If all goes to Guni's conspiracy plan. Yeah? Do you understand that we could be with a midfield of these three players? Camavinga, Enzo Fernandez, and Lavia. Could you flipping imagine? It's the best in the league. Don't talk to me about nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about Arsenal. I don't want to hear about Manchester City. I don't want to hear about nobody. That midfield three, I will throw my computer out the window now. Don't get me upset. That would be the stupidest midfield three for a very long time. And I would be in tears of joy week in, week out, watching this beautiful football. The chance creation, the defensive stability, just the sheer techers on display. Listen to how technically gifted those three players are. Fernandez, Camavinga, and Lavia. Are you mental? All three of them. Them man are so techie, they might as well start a trade school, fam. Yeah? And then in front of them, João Felix, Nkunku, Mudryk. Oi, this is the part where I've got to end the stream. This is where the stream comes to an end. I've overdone it there. I've overcooked it. Now, what do you mean, or? They can play together. Are you mad? You play them together. Especially if we can loan Camavinga. If we can loan Camavinga, we're in the business. I like Jason. Stupid techers. They're not going to have to rely on the clause in the summer. They're going to drop the price down to 85 M's. So the rumour goes. But we must get him. 187 people in the building. Smash up that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the platform as well. Join the membership if you want to support the channel any further. Yo, yeah, this is mad. It would be mental. That midfield three would be like the Avengers, fam. Yeah, -2. But they wouldn't need the extra 2. If I had 2 out of the 3, who would I choose? That is a horrible, horrible question. That is a horrible question. Does it only have to be 1? If it is... Damn it. All right, so I'm going to go with priority, be sensible, and just get what you need. Out of the 3, it would be Lavia, because that's what we need. Because that's what we need. If it's me just saying whatever you want, bring that Argentinian here, man. Bring that Argentinian. But if they say you can't have either, you got Camavinga, I'm still smiling ear to ear. It's not a bad choice to have. There is no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. A man said, where's the leaders? That's a good question. It's a very good question. Maybe, just maybe, we might have somebody just a little bit behind them who can see the pitch a little bit more. One of the centre-backs maybe. Or Reece James. Reece James, for me, I've said several times, future captain material for Chelsea Football Club. All day long. Only one. Then if it's only one, I'm going to have to be responsible. Mr. Boring, Mr. Responsible, Mr. Orange Juice at the bar. It's going to have to be Lavia because that's what we need. And I feel out of those three options, although Cama can play there. But Cama's more natural, a bit going further a bit more. But Camavinga can play there. It's an awkward one. Man said bun rice. I reckon, do you know what? Although I still feel that he's not coming to the club, I don't think Chelsea have just, thrown in the towel just yet. I think while Arsenal are interested, we're going to make that deal as difficult as possible for them. But if we don't sign him, it's not the end of the world. Because if we end up signing a Lavia or a Camavinga, honestly speaking, I think we've got the better player for the years to come. I honestly feel that we've got the better player for years to come if we sign one of those players. But again, if Rice comes, I won't complain. But I think the rest of them, I think they've got a higher ceiling than him. Exactly that, Chelsea. Lavia has everything. Everything. That guy is going to be elite. He is going to be elite. I've been banging on this door for a long time now. A lot of you lot are starting to see it. But this guy is the real deal. He is the absolute real deal. The only thing that we got to pray for is that this man's not waiting for Manchester City the following season before he makes a decision. We must get him now. And we have to. We just have to. Trevor Smith says, I would make a higher bid for Enzo and offer to loan him back to Benfica for the rest of the season. That way they might go for it. I think they're digging their heels, mate. They're looking for a bidding war in the summer. So I think they're digging their heels right now. But honestly, I think, look, I've said this several times. But before I do that, smash the likes, subscribe if you are new. If you're watching after the stream's done, make sure you leave your thoughts at the bottom in the comments. But what I think will happen with the Enzo situation is after we get our other business done, or we can't get other players over the line, potentially we might find ourselves going back to Benfica with our tail in between our legs and say, listen, that 85 is still on the table, but take another 35 million in add-ons, and that will make 120 million what you're asking for, and let's have a deal. I can see that happening. But if we do get Caicedo over the line in the next few days, or we do get a Camavinga on loan might even keep the Enzo option open. That's the thing. You get me? So let's see. If we do get another midfielder that's not on loan, that we spend money on, then I don't see us signing him this January. If we don't, or we sign, 10% chance, 5% chance, obviously, Camavinga on loan, then I can see us still going in for him. And that, for me, would be one of the best case scenarios. If we loaned Camavinga with the view to keep him, we bought Enzo Fernandez, and then in the summer as well, we go for Lavia. Perfect. Guni, you speak facts. Thank you very much. I have my conspiracy theories sometimes, and I do not pass them off as facts, which is why I pass them off as Guni's conspiracy theories. I have ideas, but whether they will come to fruition is up to Chelsea Football Club. Completely up to them. Those guys are paid thousands of pounds a week to make those decisions. Me, I'm just your average schmo on YouTube speaking my opinion. Yeah. But I appreciate you lot, though. I definitely appreciate you lot. But people, it wasn't going to be a very long stream, so I'm going to bring this one to an end. But thank you to everybody that has joined. You're all real ones on a Friday night. Like I said, I didn't expect the numbers. 187 people watching right about now in the building. I'm sure more people will be watching after this live stream is done. Yeah? So just smash that like button. Guni, you're hitting the nail on the head. We should get Enzo this window and try and get Camavinga on loan. Yeah, exactly, because it keeps our things open, innit? Keeps our bank account healthy. Yeah? Can Noni play tomorrow? I believe he's registered and signed, but I highly doubt he's going to play tomorrow. Highly doubt. Last question I'm going to answer before we go. Big up Guni. What are the new expectations given these new signings of the club? For the club, my prediction remains the same and my expectations remain the same. If we do not sign the midfielders that we desperately need, then we're going to continue to struggle this season. We're not going to get no top 4 or nothing. If we do get the midfielders that we need, right, we may still not get top 4, but I promise you that the football will definitely improve, and at least it's something to build on for the next season where we should actually be playing some kind of balanced squad and good football. Yeah, so that's my opinion. But people, that is the end of the stream. I appreciate you. Road to 20k, help us get there. How you do that? You smash that button, that thumbs up button. You hit that subscribe button as well. If you're watching afterwards, leave your thoughts in the comments, and also support the channel. Hit that join button if you can. There's something for everyone. Peace out, people. Up the Chelsea, as always. Yeah, tomorrow, hopefully, we beat Liverpool. But I will be back for the post-match analysis after that. And possibly I'll be going live later on that day with Lewis. But definitely there will be content tomorrow. Peace, love, blessings, people. Up the Chelsea. Gareth South.